And it's that freezing rain that is kind of our first up tonight for the threats. And I've got these threats kind of numbered in order of the most dangerous to kind of the ones that we still need to keep in mind. And the first one up is going to be the most dangerous wind chills. That kicks in even as soon as we go overnight hours. And then we've got that possible freezing rain, which is ice. I'll explain the different precipitation types. Then we got that threat for the pipes to freeze, causing a lot of problems. But still up, we've got to think about our neighbors and maybe some of our best friends too. Still with our high-resolution Doppler radar, our WDSU first warning weather Doppler radar, you can see that we've had a little round of regular rain move through, and there's not a whole lot to that right now. Lower Plaquemines, this is just regular old rain, but we've had about maybe 1/100 of an inch, 1/10 of an inch that has come down to that. What I want to do is zoom out a little farther and show you what we're going to scan are some areas farther west where that could interact with the colder air coming in, and that really could be the deal coming in with the potential for that freezing rain. Temperature-wise, it is still mild out ahead of the Arctic front, which is right through us. It's just passed through the airport. So 63 Belle Chasse to 56 there at Louis Armstrong International, but Baton Rouge at 46. And even colder air sits just north and west of there too. There's the actual Arctic front. The frigid air is just interacting with that last precipitation, which means that's the wintry weather and the possibility of some icy spots. So this kind of coarser radar resolution shows that first wave there, but it's just west of Baton Rouge. We're already some sleet and freezing rain, some snow. So let me go through freezing rain. It's just regular rain, hits something below freezing, and then you get ice. You get sleet. Those are little pellets of ice. That's a raindrop. It's frozen into a little ice pellet, and that's a problem too, especially if it accumulate. And then we have snow, but the mix here is going to be sleet and freezing rain. So the worst temperatures for that ice to set up is when you get below 30 degrees. Mid-30s and we got 40s and 50s through the metro, but we have the first potential after 6 p.m., farthest northern zones. But look at this by midnight, early morning hours. I'm looking at northern Tangipahoa, Northwest St. Tammany Parish, Washington, Pearl River County. That's where you get to 30. That's danger zone if the rain's falling to freeze up. We also have to look at St. John the Baptist, St. James parishes, northern Lafourche and Terrebonne. That's overnight, early morning hours, and that's if we have lingering light rain and drizzle. Those could be the worst problem spots. I'm finding temperatures that aren't conducive for bringing freezing rain here to the New Orleans area. That's why we're not under the advisories. Amounts are light, but again, even with a glaze of ice, it can cause big problems. So advisories for these shown areas, not including New Orleans, kicks in after 6 o'clock. Bridges and overpasses, some of the worst offenders. Lows to teens and 20s where hard freeze is in effect, freeze warnings in effect, but then factor in winds that could be 20 to 30 miles per hour, and that means really dangerous wind chills. That kicks in at 9 and goes through noon tomorrow. Now tomorrow we break out the sun. You might look outside if you're indoors and think, well, it looks okay, but temperatures only topping out to 30s, combine some gusty winds, and we still have wind chills throughout the entire day feeling like teens and 20s. So we still have your first warning weather alert days to continue through the day. Doesn't end till we get past Wednesday. Teens and 20s air temps means a hard freeze for everybody through the entire coast. And then we've got wind chills with winds still 5 to 10 to single digits in teens, and that's going to be another wind chill advisory at that time. Once we get past Wednesday, we're actually going to have a warm up, if you want to call it that, or a thaw out from Wednesday to Thursday. Temperatures here could be going to the 60s with a little light rain, but that's another Arctic front. WDSU first warning weather 7-day forecast. Watch out for the potential of that wintry weather north and west of New Orleans. And then, of course, the really cold, the wind tomorrow. Then we'll thaw out by Wednesday afternoon, but another potential round of some really cold air sets in for the weekend too.